How long do you take to defrost your freezer? Probably a really long time. A lot of people do it overnight or whatever. I got this done in an hour.
Yeah, I'll admit this isn't the sexiest video I've ever made compared to all the hunting, fishing, foraging, organic gardening, and home cooking videos that are a whole lot of fun on this channel. But what did I promise you in the very first video that I made here? Super mega realness. And yes, gear maintenance is of primordial importance, especially if you're a modern hunter-gatherer grower like myself. And my freezer is one of the most important pieces of gear on this property. I'm sure you got one too. So today I'm going to show you a couple of super easy hacks to defrost that thing and get your stuff back in it really fast.
Guys, I got a real quick video for you this week. I am defrosting my freezer while there's a little bit of winter left, and that's the point of the whole video. You can see I've been super negligent. This is like embarrassing. I have so much freaking buildup from humidity around the opening of this freezer. That's all gotta come off. So you can see I've actually got a freaking space heater in there. I've already cleared everything out of there. That's like, I had a whole deer in there and a ton of ducks and grouse and a piece of bear and a whole bunch of garden goodies and mushrooms, etc. all cleaned out. Now I'm gonna defrost it on super speed because I'm running out of winter. And the thing I wanted to kind of put out to you is that I always do this in the winter so I can just move stuff outside and not have to figure out where to put all my frozen stuff and it stays good and frozen. So I'm gonna try and speed defrost this thing in just a couple of hours really quick with that heater, and I can feel heat coming up. Hopefully all that lets go. I've already taken a whole bunch of ice and snow out of the bottom. That was all shit in there. But anyway, long story short, do it now and I'm gonna show you how. Now, I don't have great light out here, but you can see the entire contents of that freezer are sitting outside. Look at all this ice here. We're already starting to get some melt off, etc. But tonight's going down to minus 12 or so. It's already minus 6 or 7. And that should be plenty to keep all this stuff good and frozen. And I'm talking like giant Tupperware things full of frickin' meat. Bins of meat, dude. Coolers full of meat. Look at all these frickin' ducks and grouse. I got frozen maple sap. I got garden goodies in some of those. Look at that's a whole box of venison grind right there. I don't even know what's in that one, but anyway, you get the idea. All that stuff is gonna be perfectly frozen. The trick out here is because there's so many predators in the woods is to keep the coyotes and the wolves off it and raccoons and stuff like that. So the basement boy's gonna help me with that. And I'm gonna try and get this done as fast as possible because I really don't wanna leave this stuff out overnight. That's my whole year's worth of protein. And like I said, mushrooms, garden goodies, etc. So I don't wanna risk it. I wanna get her done quick, and this is the move.
And that heater's on. Now it's just like a waiting game, right? I'm gonna give it an hour, go look. If I need another hour, so be it. I'll go down and look again. But basically, as soon as that ice starts to let go, I'm gonna go and scrape it all off real gentle. You gotta be really careful with the inner liner of your freezer. I'm gonna start getting it out of there. The second that thing's clean, everything that you saw in all those bins and boxes and that giant toboggan full of meat is going back in there.
All right, quick check-in after just about an hour. And oh yeah, man, that is thawed inside for sure. This is already reduced by about half. And pretty soon I should be able to start pushing that off with like a paint scraper. You see that one just came off like nothing. I'll obviously be very careful, but this is the seal, right? Look how dirty that is. I gotta clean it too. How embarrassing. This is nonsense. But look at that, man. That's coming off sweet. And this is what I want, man. I wanna get my frickin' seal back.
All right, back at it. I can't find a paint scraper, is what I normally use. I did a bunch of renos here in the fall, and I got all kind of shit in boxes. But anyway, I got a knife. I've got this bread lamb, you know, that's just for making bread. And I've got a chisel. I don't even know if I need any of that. This bread thing ought to be awesome for this. But here, I'll tell you what, a smart guy might want to put that outside and not back in the freezer so I don't have to drain it. And look at that, that's going good. I'm just gonna be very careful about not scratching the rub and wrecking my seal. But you can see, like, this is, now that it's warm, it's just coming off like nothing, dude. The important thing here is to be very careful with this aluminum foil type stuff, the lining on the inside of the freezer. because that stuff punctures really easily and it will really diminish the capacity of your freezer if you're not careful. Now that I got the heat on it, it's just coming out like nothing, man. That is freaking awesome, dude.
Seriously though, if you've never tried some kind of heat source to defrost your freezer, forget about all that overnight stuff. This is the way to go.
Carefuling. I'm carefuling in here. Anyway, you get the point. I'm pretty much done in an hour. Like literally, how long do you take to defrost your freezer? Probably a really long time. A lot of people do it overnight or whatever. I got this done in an hour. I'm gonna start chilling it down as soon as I get all this ice out of here. Drain it a little bit, clean her up. We're done. And I got another hot tip for you. Check out these old gnarly utility towels. I've got a whole bunch of water here. Now in the bottom, if you want to save yourself a little time rather than taking the plugs out and draining this, because I want to wipe all the walls on the inside and clean this and get it all dry before I turn it back on, just chuck a couple of those in, man. Soak all that stuff up. It honestly, I've done it both ways many times. Just chucking a couple towels in here and soaking up that bit of melt water from the ice and what melted off will save you a ton of time, dude. Plus, you're giving it a nice wipe and a clean on the inside, which I don't know about your freezer, but mine definitely needs it. All right, so I'm literally almost done. Look at that. It's soaked up. Tons of that water. You know, you sponge them up like that, and that's way, way faster. I'm even going to do the top a little bit before I clean it with these gnarly old towels. That'll get a wash later. Whatever. All this. Why bother freaking, you know, opening up those drains and waiting for it to drain and tilting it and all that stuff? I've done it so many times. This is way more efficient. That's freaking done.
And let me give you a quick pan inside there. Is that not a spick and span looking freezer other than the odd little dent? She looks pretty brand new to me. Look at that. In minutes. Done.
Now I am going to throw it on the time lapse while I clean this thing. I'm going to throw some product on it, get this seal all sweet all the way around and the top and everything, get it cooling.
And you got to admit, that's already starting to look like something.
How you like me now? And I'd call that pretty freaking spick and span. Not the outside, but the inside. I'm going to wash all that off, but now I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to let this thing cool down for at least a couple hours. Wait till it's nighttime, until I go to bed anyway. That should get it started, and all that frozen food, once it's already cold, we'll get this thing down to temperature really, really fast. Now, it's worth noting, an empty freezer like this might take up to 24 hours or longer to fully get down to the sub-zero temperatures, like the Arctic temperatures in there. If you don't already have food in it, I'm going to be putting a whole bunch of like frozen solid at -20 stuff in there that won't have moved at all outside because it's so cold out there. Again, the point of this whole video, this is when you do it fast, is in the winter when you have a ton of mass, thermal mass to put back in there that's already frozen. You can get this thing cold in just a couple or a few hours.
We're back in business.
All right, just a couple hours later, and I am pretty confident
that freezer is going to be nice and cold and I can start putting stuff back in. So I'm going to just go have a real quick check. Hopefully bring this operation to a close because it's getting pretty late.
And happy to hear the compressor has kicked right off. I heard it kicking on and off for a minute there. I'm just going to really quickly put my hand in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's chilly, man. That is nice and chilly, and plus all that super chilly stuff, and that's really the main thing. It's all that thermal mass, that cold mass of all that frozen food going back in is going to plummet it even further and stabilize it. So everything's going back in.
And tell me it's not like the most satisfying thing in the world to put everything back in there when you're done. That's a win.
And there you have it, mission accomplished. Check that out. All beautifully organized. Everything's free and moving again. It's not all frozen together. Got my dividers in. Everything's back, but this is done. I want you to notice that lid was constantly closed in between, you know, the time it took for me to load things in. That's really important. Keep that coolness in there. I just heard for the first time the compressor kick back on. That's a good sign. It means I didn't lose a ton of coolness, and we're rocking and rolling here. This is done. This is a project finished. Just gonna hang these frozen stock bones up in my garage where the critters can't get them. Deal with them in the morning. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you on the next one.
And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications for future videos. Chuck a thumbs up on here if you did enjoy the video and you got something out of it. Drop a comment below. Let me know how you're doing it. I'm always looking for ways to improve the way I'm doing things here, and I'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching.